back. So, this is my foster care update for this week. I received the email. So, we applied to be foster parents, or for the application, a couple months ago. So, I want to say it was in August. I think it was like in the beginning of May or June when I really decided to put the application in, fill everything out, and send it. I did get response back and forth from the caseworker, and just paperwork and stuff that she needed done. So they had me originally sign up for a class, and it was going to start in September. It was supposed to start at the end of September. She was going to try to get us into that class, and she wasn't able to. So she sent me, just this week, she sent me an email asking if I wanted to sign up for another class, which I'm glad, because me starting my new job, I have training out of town for 3 weeks, and then training on site, and that would put me on, I would start the week that, like, my training for work and my foster care training would overlap, so it wasn't going to work. So I'm glad that she sent it. So we are going to start our foster care classes in October, in the middle of October, and then they'll end in December. So this is a 10-week class. You meet once a week. They give you the same day and the same hour that you have to meet. Luckily, I am meeting in probably 20 minutes away from my house, and it's an afternoon class or evening class. So when I go into work today or tomorrow, I'm going to make sure I put that on the schedule, so I won't get any afternoons. I think Thursday I could work probably till 5. But how the airline works, there's a couple shifts. So I'm hoping to get early shifts, especially like on that day. The other days doesn't matter, but especially that day. So I have that set. Then we'll start with that. I have not gotten like a home visit, which I was told that they did during the interview process for foster care is the application, the background checks, and then they'll do a home visit, and then they'll sign you up for classes. But then I had an opposite that somebody else told me. It's like, oh, well, then they'll get your classes done, and then they'll do the home visits. So I don't know if something's changed or what. So I'm just going with the flow. I'm excited. I really want this done. It was funny because in the beginning I was so impatient. I was like, okay, hurry up. Even though some people told me that it was going to take about 6 months for the application process and for you to start, or 6 months from putting your application in and then doing the classes. And I was just like, okay, maybe God push this through so we could hurry up and get this thing rolling. But then I was at my other job that was 9 to 5, and I wasn't going to be able to do like foster care classes certain times, things like that. So I'm just glad now that I got that taken care of. Start my new job this last week, and we'll go from there. So that's my update on foster care. We're still in the process, but we're one step closer. So please comment below, subscribe to my channel. I guess I haven't really did an intro on foster care, so on this series. So I'm kind of new on Facebook. It's been a while since I've on YouTube. I did YouTube many years ago when my kids were little, and it really didn't go anywhere. It flopped. But I have two new journeys in my life. One is the foster care journey, and then the other one is working for an airline. So the reason why I had a full-time job, the reason why I left that full-time job is because we are wanting to do littles. So we're wanting to do probably 5 and younger. With me doing 5 and younger, I'm not going to be able to do a traditional 9 to 5 job because I worked full-time. I'm going to need to do, I was going to have to go part-time or not work at all. So I've always wanted to work for the airline, and one day I just went online and see what they had. I knew that even me personally coming into the airline, dropping people off and stuff, that the gate agents worked really early or really late. So I decided to apply for 2 airlines. I got callbacks from both of them. One of them was just, one out of the 2 was that I had to wait a little bit longer. They didn't have a full-time position open right away, but she said that there's going to be some sooner. And then the other one gave me a call back. I did an interview. I did a interview, and that same day they sent me out on a physical and drug screen. And so they did a background check, all that stuff. And it came back to about a week or 2 later, and they officially gave me the position. I had HR experience, so I knew way in the beginning that, or during the process and during me going to the physical and background, or physical and drug screen, that it was a yes, because employers aren't just going to pay for a physical and drug screen for somebody that they're not interested in. So I put my 2 weeks in right away at my old job, and that didn't go well with my old job. So I was able to put my 2 weeks in, and I only worked a week instead of working the full 2 weeks, which kind of sucked, but it worked out. Then the following week I was off 2 weeks, and then I started my new job. So yeah, that's how with the foster care, that's why I chose an airline to work for, because I could still work full time. The hours are just going to be different. So I'll be off during the middle day, and that works out because, especially with kids or babies like under 5, they have a lot of court visits, I guess, and they have a lot of visitations. So especially newborn babies, which we're trying to, we would like to foster to adopt, but every case is different, and I believe that kids should be with their parents, but you know, every situation is different. If it's going to be the point that we are going to foster to adopt, there's a lot of court things, you know, courts, physicals, visitations that go on during the day. So that's what, you know, that's why I plan to switch positions and do something different, but something really early or really late at night, and not keeping the full-time hours. So that is where we're at right now. What else? I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Yeah. So we'll see. We're planning on doing fostering from age 5 and under. sibling sets, I'm not sure. We'll just see. But the reason why we did that age is because I have 2 kids that live with me right now, my kids, and they are 12 and 15, and I just didn't feel right having somebody around their age. Yeah, just for safety of my kids and stuff. I didn't feel like having older kids. I didn't want to take them away from still growing up. And then we are, as a family, my husband, myself, and my kids, we decided on 5 and under. So that's how we decided. So please comment below. Give me some tips on what to expect for fostering. I am lucky that I have one of my good friends from high school. Him and his wife have fostered for about 10 years. So any questions I had, I always messaged him. I have another friend that I used to work with. She's adopted her kids that she fostered. So she gave me a lot of good tips, and she's doing that same age. So we'll see. All right, you guys. So comment below, subscribe. Like I said, I'm pretty new at this, so just bear with me. And then if you guys want me to investigate anything or check into anything, if you have pros and cons, if you guys are like same as me that don't know, that's starting their foster care journey, let me know and I could help you out, and we could just tag team, and we could, we'll answer each other's questions. Okay, so we'll see you later and have a good week. Bye.